Hey folks, welcome to my course, Linux Red Hat Certified System Administrator course, in short, RHCSA. If you actually have never touched Linux, and this is your first time trying Linux, then I'll tell you right now, stop, because this is not the course for you. You should be taking my other best-selling course, which is Complete Linux Training Course to get your dream IT job. Now, for those of you who have some level of Linux or intermediate level of Linux skills and you want to become Red Hat certified, then you have come to the right place because this is the course for you. My name is Imran Afzal and I have over 2 decades of experience in information technology. I have been teaching for a while and I have some of the best-selling courses out there. I have completed my bachelor's degree from Baruch College in Computer Information System, and I have done my MBA from New York Institute of Technology. Now, regarding RHCSA, as per Red Hat recommendation, they are asking you to take Red Hat 124 and Red Hat 134. These are the 2 classes that you should take in order to take the RHCSA exam. Now, each of these classes are 5-day class. So you would have to spend 5 days in one class and 5 days in another class. And RH 124 cost $3,600 US. RH 134 cost $4,500 US. As per today when I'm recording this video. It could go up as the time passes. Now, what I have done is I have taken the material, the outline of both of those classes, and I have included in this class. So you don't have to spend over $8,000 to go and get Red Hat certified. All you need is to take this class, my class, because I have divided this class into 2 different sections. One is RH 124 and one is RH 134. So, are you ready to become Red Hat Certified System Administrator? Okay, folks, let's talk about the exam details. What is the objective of this exam? It is to become a certified Red Hat System Administrator so you could install, configure, manage, and troubleshoot Red Hat Linux servers efficiently. Now, the name of this RHCSA exam is EX200 and its duration is 3 hours. It used to be 2.5 hours, but now they have extended the time. At this time, when I'm recording this video, it is 3 hours. It could go more or less. It depends, but you have to check on their website to see the duration. Then the location, it depends where you are, where you live. It could be either virtual or at a Red Hat location. What is the cost? Once again, it depends where you are, which country you live in. In USA, it costs $400 to take the exam. Now, what's the validity of this exam? How long it will remain active? It will be valid for 3 years from the time you pass the exam. The format of the exam, it's completely hands-on practical exam. There will be no internet access. You are not allowed to bring any kind of documentation or handouts for that matter. However, you could use the man commands within the Linux environment to get access to the commands and its documentation. You will be provided 2 Linux servers to log in back and forth and perform the required task. Then the results. Once you take the exam, it usually takes within 3 business days until you get your certification or whether it's going to be pass or fail. Hopefully you do pass. Benefits. It adds value to your profile and helps you with your job search. It gives you significant technical improvements in managing your Linux servers, and it will give you a bigger boost in your career growth if you wanted to level up your career.
These are the few exam details. If I have missed anything, I would recommend you that you go on Red Hat website and you could get all the information that you're looking for right on their website about this exam. Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to talk about the prerequisite for taking the RHCSA exam and what is included in this course that I'm going to teach you. It is strongly recommended by Red Hat that you take the following classes before taking the RHCSA exam. And those classes are RH or Red Hat 124 and RH 134. RH 124 is a 5 days class and it costs 3,600 US dollars. RH 134 is also 5 days class and it costs 4,500 US dollars. And this is the cost as of right now when I'm recording this video. It could go up or come down, it could change, but please check the Red Hat website to get the accurate pricing information. Now, here is the good news for you. And that good news is I have covered the material of both of these classes in this course, and I have followed the same format, the same structure that Red Hat outlined on their website. Okay, so the very first thing we will do is we will set up our lab. We'll download and install Oracle VirtualBox or VMware Workstation Player. Either one, you pick, you decide whichever your favorite virtualization software that you could install on your machine. You could install it on your Windows or Mac machine. Then we will go ahead and create the virtual machine and then we will install Red Hat Linux version 8. Then we get on to the next section and we will cover everything that is included in RH 124 as per the Red Hat website. And these are the list of topics exactly from Red Hat that they are telling us to actually cover for your RHCSA exam. So, for example, we'll get started with Red Hat, access the command line, manage files, get help, create and view files, manage users, control access to files, monitor and managing Linux process, SSH, checking logs, networking, transfer files, update software, and so much more. Then on 134, we will cover the advanced topics that are or that you need to know for our HCSA exam, and that is improve command line productivity. That is all about bash shell scripting. Scheduling future tasks using cron or at, tune system performance, ACL, SC Linux security, managing basic storage or logical volumes. Also, advanced storage features with Stratus. Access network attached storage that covers both NFS and Samba. Control the boot process, manage network security, install Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and run containers. This list I got exactly from the Red Hat website. So if I go to my browser and I type RHCSA, and I will go right here where it says Red Hat Certified System Administrator, you will go to training. And right here, these are the two classes that Red Hat recommending that you take before taking the exam. So RH124 outline, you could actually view everything that I have just covered in my PowerPoint slide with exact same topics that they are covering in this class. Similarly, if you go to R34 and then go to outline tab, and you will notice everything, all the topics that they are or they will be covering during this class, I am covering in this course. So, are you ready to take this journey with me and become a Red Hat certified system administrator? Hey folks, welcome to the section 2, and this section 2 consists of everything we have to do with the lab setup. Of course, we need our lab where we could install our operating system and practice on it. So, how are we going to set up our lab? Well, we have our computer in your case or in my case, I have a laptop or a desktop, and on that desktop, I am running Windows 10 operating system. And then I'm going to install a virtualization software. Virtualization software allows me to run multiple operating system on a single hardware. And the software that I'm going to show you is the download installation of VMware Player as well as Oracle VirtualBox. But for this entire course, my focus is going to be Oracle VirtualBox. That's the software I will be using throughout the course. Now, on top of that virtualization software, I'll create a virtual machine, and that virtual machine will have the operating system of Red Hat. So let's go right into it. And the very first thing we'll do is install Oracle VirtualBox. Hey folks, and welcome back. In this video, we are going to download and install Oracle VirtualBox software. So, if you go through step by step, the very first step is, of course, we have to open up your internet browser and visit www.virtualbox.org. Then the next step is go to its download page and find where is the download page on the navigation bar, and then you will see the most recent software that you could download. All right, once the software is downloaded, the next step is, of course, to execute it and go through the installation and configuration procedure of the software. Okay, very simple and straightforward. So let's start up our browser. Now, of course, pick the browser of your choice. I'm gonna go with Google Chrome. So I'll go type Chrome, and here I will type it in www.oracle, sorry, virtualbox.org, and it will bring me to this page. Let me move this up. All right, this page will give you the welcome to virtualbox.org, some information about it. I want you to go to the navigation pane and right here click on downloads. Okay, when you are on the download page, right here it says VirtualBox 7.0.10 platform packages. Now, depending when you are watching this video, the version might have changed. So it doesn't really matter if the version is changed to a higher version. All you have to do is download this virtual software, the most recent one. Okay, then which platform? Are you using Windows machine where you're going to be downloading this? Then yes, click on this one. Are you using Mac? Are you using other Linux distribution or Solaris distribution? So for us, in our case, we have a Windows machine, so we'll click on Windows host. Okay, once you click on it, it will start the download, and of course, the download process is very fast. It has already downloaded, see right here, and it downloads to my desktop. Okay, so now where is my desktop? So let's go to my desktop. All right, right here on my desktop, you see this is the executable file that it has downloaded. Now go ahead and double click on it so it could start the installation procedure. All right, the first thing is, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes, of course, because we want to go through the installation. Okay, next step is welcome to the Oracle VM VirtualBox version setup wizard. This setup wizard will install Oracle VM and so on. Click next. Okay, select the way you want features to be installed. I want you to leave everything default. Now, you could customize it depending on your requirement, but again, since we are doing it for the first time, and this is for our lab, we're gonna leave everything as is and just simply click on next. Warning, network interfaces. Installing the Oracle VM VirtualBox in networking feature will reset your network connection and temporarily disconnect you from the internet. Proceed with installation now. Now, before you click yes, make sure you're not running any type of important downloads or program in the background that will interrupt the network connectivity. If it is, go stop it and then come back and then do click yes. But of course, again, this is a lab. We know we are not running anything, so go ahead and click yes. Missing dependencies, Python core. If you're getting these messages, that's fine. It will install these dependencies as well. So click yes. All right, begin installation. Ready to install? Yes. Go ahead and click yes or install. Okay. Oracle VM VirtualBox 7010. Please wait while the setup wizard installs Oracle VM VirtualBox. This may take some time. Of course, for me, it's took literally like 15 seconds. All right, Oracle VM VirtualBox installation is complete. Click Finish, Start Oracle VirtualBox. If it's checked, then it will start the program right away. So click Finish, and it will start the Oracle VirtualBox application right now. All right, let's see if it is running on our tray or task manager. Yes, it is. See right here, it is running. Okay, so here it is Oracle VM VirtualBox. This is how the Oracle VirtualBox after installation, the portal will look like. Now, this portal allows you to create a new virtual machines, add existing ones if you already have it, import it, export it, and all these features you could go through one by one and understand. But of course, our main focus of this course is not to learn the virtualization software, but to actually learn Linux. So I'm going to leave that little piece of learning with you. If you wanted to explore more, go through it and learn it. But for now, we'll stop here and we'll go to the next video. In the next video, we will go ahead and create a new virtual machine so that virtual machine can have Linux operating system on it for our lab environment so we could practice Linux commands on it. In this video, we will download and install VMware Workstation Player, a virtualization software just like Oracle VirtualBox. If you're using VirtualBox, feel free to skip this video. But if you prefer VMware, then stick around. I will walk you through the process. Just a note, I will be using VirtualBox throughout this course. Also, Broadcom acquired VMware on November 22nd, 2023 to enhance its cloud capabilities. All right, now let's get started. I have my browser already open and I'm on Google and now simply type Broadcom. All right, here we go. First, go to broadcom.com and once you are on the home page, locate the Support and Service tab. Click on it and a drop-down menu will appear. From this list, select the Document Download and Support option. Now go ahead and click on Customer Support Portal. At this point, you will go on the Broadcom support page. If you are not already registered, no worries. Just go ahead and sign up by entering some basic details like your name, email address, and a few other things. Since I am already registered, so I will skip the sign up process and head straight to the login. Once you are on the login page, enter your email as your username and then type in your password. After successfully logging in, you will notice a new option appearing at the top right of the screen, a cloud icon right next to your name. Let's click on it. Now you will see a list of different options. The fifth one on the list is VMware Cloud Foundation. Go ahead and click on that. And this will take you to VMware Dashboard. In the dashboard, you will see several options. Let's click on the third option, Download. Once you are on the Download section, you can see a wide range of VMware software available. Let's scroll down until we find VMware Workstation Player. Now let's click on it. Next, we will choose the VMware Workstation Player 17. That's the latest version right now, so let's go ahead and pick that. After selecting version 17, you will see another list with subversions. Let's click on the most recent subversion, which is 17.6. Once you have done that, you will see a download icon appear. After that, you have checked the box agreeing to the terms and conditions. You might notice that the download icon is still not clickable and doesn't allow you to download. Hmm, now why is that? This happens because VMware Workstation Player 17 now requires an entitlement from Broadcom due to new licensing restrictions. Yep, essentially you need special access or a license to download. However, if you're looking for a free option, then the previous versions like 16 are still available for download without any such requirement. So let's go back and this time select version 16. Then choose the latest subversion. As of today, it's 16.2.5. Click on it to start downloading the file. Now, the download has begun, so just sit back and let it finish. Once the download is complete, go ahead and click on the file to run the installer. The installation process may take anywhere from 30 seconds to a few minutes, depending on your computer speed. Now the VMware Workstation 16 player visit will start. Click Next to continue. After that, accept the license agreement and click Next. You will be prompted about the enhanced keyboard driver. If you install it, your computer will need to reboot. If you don't want that right now, you can skip it. Next, leave the option to add VMware Workstation console tools to the path as default and click Next. On the next screen, you can choose to check for updates. Again, leave it as default and click Next. You will also be asked if you want to create a shortcut on the desktop and in the Start menu. Let's leave those as default too and click Next one last time. Finally, click Install to start the process. Once installation is complete, the VMware Workstation Player Setup Wizard will tell you it's done. Click Finish to complete the setup. Now you can see it has created a shortcut on my desktop. Let's double click on it to open the software. Since we are using it for non-commercial purpose, select the option for free non-commercial use and click Continue, then Finish. And there you have it. VMware Workstation is up and running. Beautiful. You can see the notice that it's for non-commercial use only. So make sure to use it just for educational purposes. Now you could go ahead and create a new virtual machine and install any operating system you need on that virtual machine. All right, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Hey everyone and welcome back. In this video we are going to create a virtual machine so we could run our operating system. All right, so we have our main physical machine running Windows 10 and we have installed the virtualization software. Softwares are Player and Oracle VirtualBox. Now it's time to create a virtual machine and we will use Oracle VirtualBox to create a virtual machine with the following specification. It will have 20 gig of disk space, 1 gig of memory, which is the RAM, and one virtual CPU. All right, so let's go start our Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, go ahead and click new. You click create a new virtual machine from here or machine from here. Give it a name, my first Linux VM. This is the name I picked. You could pick anything you want. It's just the name of the virtual machine. So when you type in VM, you notice automatically it gives you the type of Linux. It automatically gives you the version, which is 64-bit. Click next. The size of your memory is by default is 1 gig. So 1024 meg when you divide it by 1024, then you will get 1 gig. Click next. Recommended size of the disk is 8 gig. Create a virtual hard disk now. So we will change that in the next screens. Click create. Hard disk file type, leave it default. And here we will change it from 8 to 20. Click create. Okay, so our virtual machine has been built and created. I want you to go to setting, click um, network, and you see right here it says attached to NAT. Pick, click on scroll down and pick bridged adapter. This will allow you to connect to the internet. Go ahead and click OK. All right, so your now virtual machine is ready, and the next step is to download and attach the ISO image of Linux to this virtual machine and go through the installation. I'll see you in the next lecture. Hey everyone, let's get the fun begin. In this video, we are going to download and install Red Hat Linux version 8. So what we're going to do is on our PC, which is running Windows 10, we have already installed the virtualization software and we are using Oracle VirtualBox. We created our virtual machine on it. Now it's time to install Red Hat Linux on it. Okay, so we'll go to our Firefox browser and I want you to go to access.redhat.com. Once you come to this page, you will see the option of downloads and you will see right here it says Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. Click on it. You will have to put in your username and password. If you never had an account with Red Hat, you could create a new one. So go ahead and put in the username. I already have my username created earlier. Click next. I'll put in my password. Okay, it's checking my authentication. Done. Coming down right here, it says Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.4 boot ISO. This is what we need. The latest version right now is 8.4. It doesn't really matter if you're doing 8.2, 8.4, 8.6. What matters is that you will be taking the exam that is based on version 8. So click download now and it will give you the option to save the file. I have already saved the file earlier to save some time. So I'm going to go ahead and click cancel. Now I will go to my VirtualBox one more time. And right here you see my VirtualBox. One second, I have two VirtualBox open, so I'm going to close one. So I'll go back to my VirtualBox. Now go ahead and select my first Linux VM and click start. Okay, you have to click on this little folder icon. If you have never attached the image before, you could attach it. I have already attached it before, so you will see it is already there. For those who are doing it for the first time, you have to click add and it will ask you where is your ISO image. So you pick the ISO image and click open. And then once it's open, then you could click on choose. Now go ahead and click start. Okay, pick the first option by moving your cursor up and it says install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. Hit enter. Okay, language and region. I have I'm picking English in the United States. Click continue. Okay, so we have to provide some information where you see these red indication. So first we should do is connect to Red Hat, but before we connect, we need to make sure we have internet connection. So for that, we have to go to network and host name. So click here where it says not connected. Turn on the Ethernet adapter and come here and type in my first Linux VM or OS, whatever the name that you want, that will be your operating system host name. Click apply. Current host name has changed and now go click on done. It will take you back. Now it's time to go to connect to Red Hat and put in the username, the same username as you used to create your account on Red Hat. You can uncheck the Insight, click Register. Okay, so the system has been properly subscribed. Its start date is the day that you are installing till a year from now. Click Done. Installation destination. Where are you installing? You're installing on your 20 gig disk. Perfect. Click Done. Okay. Software selection. Server with GUI, leave it default. Click Done. User setting, root password. Select the root password. Please make sure you write it down, the root password. Do not forget that, because if you do, it's very hard to recover. All right, so I picked the weak password. That's why it's telling me it's a dictionary base. I have to press twice to accept it. So done once, done twice. All right, so you see all the red indication is gone. So the last thing I wanted to do is create a user. So let's create our regular user. Put in a name, full name, Imran Afzal in my case. Make this user administrator, leave it as is. Require a password for this account, yes. Pick any password that you like. Again, you have to click done twice if you are choosing a weak password. All right, I think we're pretty much done. As soon as everything is done, it will give you the option to click on begin installation. Preparing, configuring, and it is picking all the installation that is needed. Now, this will take um, anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. It depends again from on your computer speed. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and fast forward from this point. So installation for the Red Hat has been completed. You could go ahead and reboot your system. On this screen, click on license information and click accept the license agreement. Done. All installed products are covered by valid entitlements. It's good. Click finish configuration. So I'm logging in. Click on your name. Enter the password. All right, so this is the screen that you will get when you log in. Now you could change the look. So we got the welcome screen. Click next. Typing English by default. Click next. Location services, you could turn it off. Next. Connect to your online accounts. You can skip that and start using Red Hat. All right. So this is how the Red Hat GUI looks like. You could change it any way you want. Let's cancel it. You could change it any way you want. You could make the background white. You could make the terminal look white as well. So right now, if you go to activities and you go to this terminal thing, you will see the terminal is showing up black. So you could change that to white as well, to the font to black, which whatever the setting that you want, it really doesn't matter because this is not what you will be tested on during your certification exam. So anyway, going forward, you don't have to focus on how it looks, the color. If I have a different color, you have a different color. What you need to focus is the command that we will use during this entire course. I'll see you in the next lecture. All right, folks, so we have set up our lab environments. It's already set and go. Now let's take a look at how the RHCSA exam environment is going to look like, where you're actually going to go in and what you should expect. So the very first thing is you will be given a computer. You will have a live system rather than answering those multiple choice questions. So there's no such multiple choice questions. Everything will be the performance based. They will be asking you to perform certain tasks, and this is how they have formatted the entire exam. So the computer that will be given to you, it will be either a Windows machine or Red Hat machine. It doesn't really matter. But when you log into that computer, when you're given access to that physical computer, then you will see two virtual machine inside of that computer where you have a virtualization software installed, and that software will be running two virtual machine, and they are named either node 1 and node 2, or server X or server Y. It doesn't matter. So these are the two servers that you will be using. They will have these Linux operating system running on these two virtual machines. Now, for the very first server, which is node 1, you will have, or you will be given, a username and password for that Linux machine. And for the node 2, you are not given a username and password. Now, a lot of time, students get confused right here. So pay close attention, guys. If you are not given a username and a password for Node 2, do not panic. At this time, they are testing whether you know how to recover a root password for Node 2. You will have a console access to these virtual machines. So all you have to do is boot this node 2 into a single user mode and recover the root password. How you could recover the root password, what are the instructions, that I will cover later on in this course. So don't worry. But anyway, as soon as you get into the exam environment, this is how the environment is going to look like.